Gustav Kämpe é gerente do projeto de sustentabilidade da Lantmännen. Ele é engenheiro ambiental e tem 15 anos de experiência de trabalho com questões de sustentabilidade relacionadas à agricultura e à indústria de alimentos. Gustav é um dos membros do Grupo Central de Diálogo sobre a Soja da Suécia, que administrou o processo até seu exitoso lançamento. Vai nos falar sobre o diálogo sobre a soja na Suécia. You have the floor.
Thank you very much for the possibility to be here and present the work done by the Swedish Soy Dialogue. Before I start the presentation about the Swedish Soy Dialogue, I would like to say some few words about the company that I represent, Lantmännen, and our soy strategy. We are one of the Nordic largest groups in agriculture, machinery, energy and food. We are a cooperative owned by 33,000 Swedish farmers and have around 8,500 employees. We have 60% market share on compound feed in Sweden and import around 120,000 tons soy every year. Some few words about our strategy for soy. The challenge around the production and use of imported soy has long time been a priority issue for Lantmännen. One important factor to enable a transformation to responsible soy is the long-term relationship together with our soy suppliers. And at 2011, we bought our first RTRS certificates as the 5th company in the world. At the same time, we put up a target to reach 50% RTRS certificates of our soy volume to 2013. That target was recently achieved. To take the next step to 100% responsible soy, we realized that we need to work together in the whole food value chain in Sweden. So to start the journey about the Swedish Soy Dialogue, I would like to rewind the time for a while and talk about the situation at 2010. Pressure from the NGOs and media accelerated in Sweden. The use of EU-banned pesticides in Brazil was in focus. Especially hot topics was the use of paraquat. As you see on this clip from the Swedish radio, the feed industry in Sweden was portrayed as the bad guy with a clear expectation to clear this issue. It was also a general low understanding of the complexity of the soy supply chain and the importance for the food value chain. We should also remember that Sweden is a high-cost production country for food. Strong competition pressure from imported food products, with approximately 50% market share of imported products in certain categories. So the big question for the Swedish food value chain was how to address responsible soy without losing competitiveness. Because even if there were a strong debate about the sustainable aspects of soy production, most of the average consumer were not aware of the issue at all. So, the way to today, 2014. After the discussion in the value chain, it's quite soon established a core group of companies and organizations ready to coordinate the Swedish dialogue. It is Arla Foods, it's the Swedish Dairy Association, WWF, and Lantmännen, and Håkan Skan was also one of the early adapters. The unique with this dialogue is the scope. It's formulated from a consumption perspective, which means it includes both food products produced in Sweden and food products imported to Sweden. In that way, we have formed the level playing field. That's the solution for this dialogue. Everyone has to manage their own soy footprint, no matter the origin of the product. The responsible soy is a non-competitive matter. In the beginning of 2014, we are now 28 stakeholders committed to the dialogue. There are the feed companies committed to supply responsible soy. There are the food producers committed to request responsible soy. There are the retailers and food service companies committed to buy certificates for their soy footprints of imported private label products. And also the trade and industry organizations committed to support the implementation of sustainable soy. So everyone committed to that each company takes responsibility for what they can influence in their own supply chain. So for 2014, we will have 60% of this volume will be responsible soy. And for 2015, it will be 100% of this volume. And the volume of the commitment, it's approximately 230,000 tons soy by 2015. So, what was the success factors for this dialogue? There are at least 5 success factors I would like to mention. First, the importance of creating respect and understanding for each other in the value chain, and about the different roles in the value chain. And the calculation model for a soy footprint that was crucial as a platform to get everyone agree on it. And that from there it was possible to talk about the level playing field. And also good knowledge about soy production and about the different parts in the value chain. And good collaboration, for example, with WWF as a neutral partner for the commercial stakeholders. Last but not at least, it needed a lot of fighting spirit from the 28 stakeholders and a willingness to act to make it possible. I will now like to sum this presentation. Share the knowledge, clarify the commercial reality in the value chain and the importance of different parts in the value chain, and make sure that everyone has the same understanding of the issue. That's crucial for involvement. Transparency between each other, identifying non-competitive information and share as much as possible. And last but not at least, the level playing field. That was the key for the solution. The soy issue is very important for the food value chain, but still quite far from the consumer's top of mind. So it's hard to compete with a responsible soy policy, since most of the consumers are not aware of it. But the non-competitive approach and the level playing field, that was crucial for the solution. Thank you very much.